Capricorns, this is your monthly reading. Thank you for being here. I hope you are doing well. This reading is for June. Let's see what's coming through for you. I have already shuffled the cards, so that will save us some time. Now let's get into it and see what's coming through for your sign. All right. So, Capricorns, Page of Pentacles. That's your energy. I keep getting Page of Pentacles for you. Something to do with a new opportunity, financial in nature for some of you, a learning opportunity for some of you. Ten of Pentacles is also here. That's home and career. Queen of Wands. Advice card for the month is Nine of Swords. And the final outcome card for the month is the Moon. All right. And then back of the deck, you have the Hermit card. Okay. Hermit here has to do with you. It goes with the Nine of Swords energy. This is you coming across doubts, you going over the details maybe, because Page of Pentacles is also here. So this could mean going over the details, considering your options carefully. And Capricorn, your energy is also here. Devil is ruled by you. So, I mean, not by you, by your sign, okay? So, yeah, Hermit, this could mean you carefully going over the details, considering all your options, the details, things like that. So, it could be a particular project, something that's important for you right now, or it could be life in general. Maybe you are this is self-reflection, this is you coming across some thoughts and they worrying about things. It could be something to do with the past, or it could be future. Something is kind of bothering you, and this is you making some time for contemplating on things, reevaluating your life, what's happening, why it's happening. So thinking about things is what this energy is about. So solitude. So it could be that you are taking some time for yourself. You are staying away from social circle, social media, friends and families. Maybe there is something you are working on, or it could just be that you are figuring things out now. So you are staying away from everything and everybody to figure things out. Okay, let's keep this here. And let's see what's going on here. Yes, Wheel of Fortune is change, and Page of Pentacles is in the middle of in the center of the reading. So this may have something to do with a learning opportunity for some of you, or it could be something to do with opportunities in general. It could be career, could be something personal goals, something that you want to do. It could be exploring new ways of doing things, travel. A trip is also coming up. You also have Knight of Cups here, and then you have this is in the environment. So maybe you are going on a trip, or it could be that you are letting go of something here, Capricorn. Hermit. And maybe that's the reason why it's kind of bothersome. So we will come back to these cards. And here with the Devil card, this may have something to do with unhealthy situation. Okay, it could be you overthinking things. That can also be, addictive. It could be any area of your life, but this is something that's not healthy for you. And maybe that's what you are thinking about, something you are making a change maybe. And this could mean staying away from people, environment, or it could also be letting go of something that something that kept you busy maybe, and even though you are keeping your distance, it's kind of still bothering you. Ten of Pentacles could mean career or home. Maybe something that's happening in that area is what this is about. You also have Queen of Wands and Queen of Cups. Okay, this could be people who you are coming across, and then you have Knight of Cups as well. So these are all court cards. So this is your personal interactions with others, and then you also have the Devil's energy here. It could be groups you belong to. It could be, friends, families, workmates. So for some, this could be you collaborating with someone, or it could be something happening in your relationship that is kind of bothersome. We will come back to this card, or it could also be your energy. Maybe Queen of Wands is fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Queen of Cups is water sign, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Maybe these signs are in your chart. And here with Knight of Cups, looks like an apology. Maybe someone is apologizing. It could be you or the other person. This is you. On the other hand, this is also you taking a leap of faith. Okay, that's exactly what I'm seeing here. Maybe you are moving in the right direction. Maybe you are releasing, you are keeping your distance. You are staying away from conversations and people and groups that are not helpful, and then you are for some of you, it could also be other things like a project that you are working on. Here, if something is not going the way you had expected, this is you taking a leap of faith, trying to do things in a different way or things like that. And then you are ending the month with Moon. With the Moon, yes, this is taking a leap of faith again. The Moon has to do with Cancer energy, and Queen of Cups is also ruled by Cancer. So these energies could be, these signs could be in your chart, or people you are interacting with, or the energy that you are embodying right now. With this, maternal energy is coming through for some of you. It could be something to do with again, close relationships, or it could also be childhood memories, things like that. Or it could also be a childhood dream, something that you want to take up. So maybe you are taking a class and you are doing something about it, like you are taking some action. Okay, now let's see, let's break it down. Okay, let's start with your relationships, Capricorns. Here with the Devil card, it could be, several things. We all are going through, different things in life. So with Devil, maybe you already know what this is all about. For some, it could be unhealthy relationships. It could be, being in that comfort zone, holding on to things even if it's not healthy. It could be something to do with health related. It could be food, it could be drinks, it could be procrastination, it could be shopping, it could be something, or it could be overthinking and analyzing things. So something that may not be good for you. Okay, so when it comes to relationships, this is if it feels like something that you want to ask yourself, Capricorn, is this, in this relationship, do you feel a sense of freedom or do you feel stuck? By that what I mean is it uplifting, inspiring? Can you express yourself? Can you be yourself? And can you, does it do you feel restricted in some way? So if that is the case, then that's not healthy. And it doesn't mean, in some cases this could mean quitting, leaving, which is exactly what you are doing here. On the other hand, this could also be you taking some time to step away to reflect on things. Sometimes it has to do with our thoughts about that situation, and sometimes it's actually, something that we have to let go of in order to make some positive changes. So for some it could be quitting and leaving, or it could be you stepping away in order to like breathe, relax, and reflect on things, to make sure what needs to change, what needs to happen in order to make it more um, in order to clean up the energy, in order to make things, in order to find healthy resolutions, something that's going to be helpful for everybody concerned here, and looks like with this may have something to do with old habits, patterns, something to be mindful of, because you also have Wheel of Fortune here. With Wheel of Fortune, this is the loop. Sometimes it feels like we are coming across the same situation again and again and nothing is changing. The reason could be that we are maybe approaching the situation in the same old way. When we approach them in the same old way, we will get the same results, right? So maybe this is your chance to create a breakthrough moment. Meaning, if you are coming across the same situation that you had to go through like a million times in the past, maybe now is your chance to approach it in a different way. So what are you going to do, Capricorn? So this could mean either letting it go, stepping away and accepting things as they are, or it could mean being there in the chaos, in this uncomfortable situation, and facing it head on, facing your fears, facing your challenges. This could mean listening to what the other person is saying. Queen of Cups here has to do with listening. Or it could mean sharing your thoughts. If you, or in this relationship, if you are the one always keeping mum and not sharing your thoughts, then this could mean talking about things, talking about your feelings, how sharing your perspectives. So that could be an option. Or it could mean sitting down and discussing things, also checking with the other person when they are ready, and then making time for you guys to sit down and share your thoughts, and how can you make some changes here. So these are the options, and here with the Nine of Swords, this is your advice card for the month of June, and the advice here is to face your fears, face your challenges. You don't want to pretend that they don't exist. You don't want to avoid them, and you don't want to push things down. That's also what I'm getting from this card, Queen of Cups, pushing things down, meaning you are not showing it, you are not bringing it up, you are not talking about it. And when you keep things down, it leads to resentments, anger, frustration, and it ruins the relationship. So sometimes we do that in order to maintain the peace, because most of us, we don't like conflicts, we don't like to rock the boat, we just want peace. And that's exactly what I'm getting from these two cards. Maybe that's where you are coming from. However, that also means keeping things to yourself is not healthy. So what do you want to do about it? How can you find an outlet? And it could mean creative way of expressing your thoughts and ideas, or it could just mean accepting things as they are without any anger, resentment, and just letting it go. Or it could means like sitting down and having a conversation, whatever the situation demands. So that's important. But Nine of Swords has to do with facing your fears head on, and don't be afraid of them. And number 9 here has to do with almost an end, like end of a cycle, and this is the end of a cycle here. You have two number 10s. You have 10 of Pentacles and then the Wheel of Fortune. So this means endings and a new beginning. Again, endings doesn't mean quitting, leaving and going away. This, for some it could be that, for some it could also be you finding healthy resolutions and stepping into the new cycle with a new attitude, a new approach to the challenges you are coming across. And here, yes, both these cards could mean the people you are with. This is, or it could also be the energy you are embodying. Okay, if that is the case, this is you being optimistic. This is a card of leadership, Capricorn. So it could be that you are, like I said, you are talking about things, you are doing what needs to be done, you are remaining hopeful and optimistic because you see what the possibilities are here, So you are not taking no for, not taking no for an answer. This is you in your magical powers and doing something about it. And with Queen of Cups, this is being receptive, So this is opposite energies, fire and water. With this, it could be whatever the situation demands. Sometimes you adorn this leadership you put on your crown and you facing the situation head on, and taking initiative, doing what needs to be done. You are optimistic and you feeling, this is a card, this is where you are feeling energetic, inspired and motivated, and you are on top of the world. You are getting things done with Queen of Wands. This is where you are also taking time to step back and you are here, you are aware of your own triggers, what is happening here in this case, and you are looking at your own emotions carefully in order to understand where it's coming from. And you are in control. You are again, like I mentioned, you are not showing it. You are riding the wave here. This is emotional intelligence and emotional maturity. Maybe you are saying the right thing, doing the right thing, and sometimes whenever the situation demands, you are just keeping your you are remaining silent and you are not pouring oil into the fire. So this is like, it could be two aspects in your own personality, opposing nature, but they are facing each other, meaning they are in harmony with each other. So yes, this is like you knowing how to move through, how to flow through these changes. With Wheel of Fortune could mean like a busy period for some of you. It could be a family function for some of you. It could be that you are surrounded with a lot of people, family, friends, things like that, and it's kind of mentally tiring, and you might also come across some disagreements and things like that. And this is where you are again getting things done, and this is where you are nurturing and taking care of yourself, self-care. It could be a busy period for some of you, and the card is reminding you to stay more centered, and don't get carried away. And that's exactly what's happening here with this card. You are doing something that's helping you stay more calm and centered, and your energies are settled here. So that's nice. And yes, this is a card of, this is you surrounded with all kinds of luxury, abundance. It could be that you are surrounded with people you love and you are being appreciative. You are noticing things and being grateful for what you have where you are now. And this is an openness. Both these cards has to do with you being open, staying open and being receptive, meaning open heart, that which has to do with love, gratitude, caring, nurturing. It could be someone who is caring, or it could be you taking care of others. Something to do with family here. All right. And then here you have Eight of Cups. With Eight of Cups, like I mentioned, this is happening in the environment. It could be that someone is leaving. Yeah, someone is leaving, or it could also be you leaving a situation. On the other hand, this could also be, this is a little bit sad, and that's exactly what I'm seeing here. It could be that you are going on a trip and you don't want to stay away from family, or it could be that if there is any, conflicts or something like that, you are staying a little bit detached, disconnected. Knight of Cups, and then you are ending the month with the Moon. Okay, Knight of Cups here is apology. So if you overreacted, then this is you making things right, or it could be somebody else's energy. On the other hand, with both these cards, this is emotional exhaustion, and that's what I'm seeing here as well with these two cards. It could be that something to do with a family function, things like that, or it could be whatever it is that you are doing. This also has to do with career, but I will talk about career later. So this is travel. See, all these cards here has to do with travel. Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Cups, and then these two cards also has to do with travel. It could be that you have to go somewhere and you don't like it. It's kind of taxing, and it's very very tiring, but you are still doing it, Capricorn. You are still you are not making any emotional choices, even though this is how you are feeling, but you are not making any emotional choices. You are not letting it drag you down. Instead, you are doing what needs to be done. You are in the energy of Queen of Wands here. This is you still pushing through your own emotions. Even if you are exhausted, you are still moving through it. Being brave, being resilient. That's exactly what the Queen of Wands energy is all about. This is also where you are reaching out to someone. It could be that you are making that call, that you are having a good conversation with them. Maybe you are opening up and talking about things. Okay, let's see what's happening in your career. Again, the Devil card here could mean either you putting things for another day. Is there something that needs your attention, something that you are still sitting with and you are not taking any action? If that is the case, this is where you are being brave and you are taking a leap of faith, and then you are moving forward with things. So you are not, even though this is how you are feeling, but you are still moving forward with things, taking some brave action. You are taking a leap of faith. So this could mean you being Here, this is where you being a source of guidance and inspiration for others. If people around are feeling yeah, if you are coming across something challenging, then this is you rising above your emotions, you are rising above your challenges, and you are saving the day, Capricorn. Okay, this is you. See, this is moon here has to do with light. This is you being light in the dark. You know what's going on. You are aware of your own emotions, but you are not letting that control you. Instead, you are rising above, and you are not, even though you can see what's playing out underneath, but you are still pushing through these internal conflicts, these internal challenges. You are not getting distracted. So here it could be that you are coming across some different, it could be doubts, you coming across some doubts, you asking yourself questions, you coming across guilt, regret, something like that. Or it could be what's happening in the environment. Old fears. So, what are these fears, Capricorn? So, with this, it feels like you are coming across some old fears. It could be old past memories. It could be, yeah, something to do with close relationships. Um, so, you are, yeah, that's what I said, past situations. It could be you meeting people from the past. It could be situations that you had to deal with in the past. It's like, life moves in cycle. We come across the same situation. Sometimes when we don't learn the lesson, then we come across the same thing all over again. And life wants us to look at them straight in the eye, and that will make the fear go away. So you don't want to close your eyes. Instead, you want to face it head on and break these patterns. Yeah, that's why I said you are being the light in the dark, a source of inspiration for others. It's not like you are doing anything consciously, it could be just the way you are. On the other hand, yes, with your career, Ten of Pentacles here has to do with, and then Page of Pentacles. With both these cards, this is endings and beginnings. Maybe you are coming across a new opportunity here, and you are taking some calculated risk here. You are being brave and moving forward with things. A leadership role, it could be promotion, raise and promotion for some of you, because this could mean your income is, maybe you are finding new avenues, new ways of generating more income, passive income. Or it could be that you are getting a raise or a promotion. Inheritance is also what this is about. You are winning something, or it could also be money coming your way through inheritance. It could be loans, grants. If you have applied for loan, then that's coming through. Scholarship for some of you. A learning opportunity. It could be that maybe some of you are thinking about going back to school, higher education, or it could also be learning a new skill, something to do with your creativity, new creative endeavors. So it could be you learning in taking a class, maybe a hobby project. Things are busy, and this is you on top of your priorities. You are getting things done here, but at the same time you are also making time for you. So this is balance, which is amazing. You might have to say no to certain things, Capricorn. Here, with these two cards, you know, with friend, when it comes to friendships and relationships, you don't want to go by someone's promises, their words. Instead, you want to go beyond to see what the true intentions are. With the moon card, it feels like certain things are not clear at this moment, so you don't want to get distracted. Maybe sometimes people are very sweet on our face, but they show a different they are different when we are not looking, right? So I'm getting something like that from these cards, because you have this too. So I don't want to scare you guys. Just be careful, the new people you are meeting, existing friendships, know what the intentions are. Don't go by sugar coated words, the promises or anything like that. Instead, you want to pay attention to your intuition. Okay, both these cards here has to do with psychic awareness, intuition. You are an intuitive person, and you want to trust yourself, trust your own intuition. If something doesn't feel right, then don't go there. Okay, or call it out. Talk about it, bring it up, have a conversation, things like that. So that's important. Here, it's important to know what the fears are. Sometimes it has to do with fear of losing someone, fear of conflict, fear of failure. So we come across different kinds of fear, and fear is nothing but our thoughts, right? And these thoughts can be changed. So whenever you come across any fear-based thoughts and emotions, just know what these fears are all about, what these thoughts are all about, and if whether it's true. This also has to do with lost, missed opportunities, lost time, something to do with past. Again, past memories, childhood memories. And with this, it feels like so this is about being aware of your thoughts and having a conversation with yourself, and that's what you are doing here, having a conversation with yourself and really closely deeply looking at your own thoughts in order to dive a little bit. This is where you are diving deeper in order to get a clear understanding of what this energy is all about. That is, and releasing attachments is also what this energy is about. So devil here could be our attachments. So attachments to what? So again, we all are going through different things. For some of you, it may have something to do with our close relationships, people we love. And or sometimes it's other things that how we spend our time, our energy, people we hang out with, our food habits. It could also be procrastination, shopping, something to do with money habits, things like that. So, and this is an opportunity. The Wheel of Fortune this here means a breakthrough moment. This is you stepping into a new cycle. And when you are stepping into a new cycle, that's also when we come across all those unresolved matters, and that happens, that doesn't come to this. Things are coming to the surface. This is like new truth. This is new information. This could also be awareness, your own intuition, making you aware of certain things. But that doesn't happen to scare you or to hurt you. This happens to make you aware that this still exists. and what can you do about it? Because if you when you don't want to carry them into your future, because we will be creating the same experiences if we carry the same, if we come from the same place, um, uh, when we carry the old baggages, fear based thoughts, beliefs, things like that, we create the same experiences. So this is making you aware, okay, this is where things are ending and you are moving into a new cycle. What is it that you need to let go of? And when I said let go of, it's not like, picking things up and tossing them. It's not that easy. This is about awareness. Okay, now I'm coming across this situation. How do I want to approach it? I'm not going to approach it the way I did 10 times in the past 10 times, but I'm going to face it differently this time. I'm going to approach it differently, and let's see what happens. That's where you are coming from, and then that becomes a habit. So I'm not sure what I for some it could mean like remaining silent. For some it could mean talking about things. For some it could be about being a leader in your own life, and being taking responsibility, and taking things in your own hands, making your decisions, and doing what needs to be done. And it could also mean you taking care of yourself and being your own parent maybe, and finding a way to creating some kind of balance, so you are not distracted by whatever is happening here. But what I'm seeing here is great things, Capricorn, except for this energy, which is your advice card. It could be that you are coming across some new life experiences, and when that happens, sometimes our fear holds us back. Because our fear wants us to be safe, so this is where if you come across something challenging, then the cards are reminding you, face your challenges. It's not that things are not that dark and gloomy, and it could just be the mind taking over. So let your mind know who is in charge, and that's exactly what's happening here. You are taking control, you are being in charge. Something to do with communication also, this could mean maybe if things didn't go the way you had expected, maybe sometimes what happens is we have expectations. We want people to be in a certain way, we want to show up in a certain way, and when that doesn't happen, we react in certain ways, and then we feel regretful about things later on. So this is where the energy is reminding you, okay, that happened, now what? Is there something you can do about it? Maybe that's what you are doing here with Knight of Cups. Maybe you are having a conversation here, you are doing something about it. Or this could also mean being kind to yourself. So Capricorns, be kind to yourself. Everything happened for a reason, and we don't want to dwell in them, these past memories. But it's about knowing, okay, now what can I do about it? It's about knowing what the lessons are, and then integrating them in our everyday life and making a positive change. That's exactly what this energy is, you creating a positive change. These are opposite energies. This is you focusing on your priorities, your responsibilities, your duties, whatever it is that you need to do. but this is also where you are focusing on your creative side and your spiritual side. So you are creating some kind of balance here. For some of you, it could be counseling, therapy, talking to someone. And because you are talking to someone, this is an open-hearted, conversation. And that is actually, and you are maybe that because of that, because that's happening, you are remembering things, and that is making you feel this way. But at the same time, healing is also happening, because you are now willing to talk about things. It could be anyone, like I said, it could be therapy, it could be counseling, it could be someone closer to you, someone you look up to, someone you trust. That is, you are letting it out, whatever is hidden in the deep subconscious, you are bringing them up, and maybe that's the reason why you are feeling this way. However, that is necessary so you can heal, so you can find healthy resolutions, and move forward with clarity and purpose and create new experiences. So amazing. All right, let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. This is a perfect time to cleanse, detox, and purify. It could be energetic purification, meaning something to do with thoughts and emotions that you are holding on to, or this could also mean relationships. So this could mean having a conversation and cleaning up the energy, or it could also mean your physical body, maybe going on a diet or staying more hydrated. It could be, maybe for some of you guys, this could also mean like going to a spa, getting a massage, or Reiki, some energy healing modalities, things like that. So it's a great time if that is something you want to do. Or it could also be, for some of you, it could also be you taking a break and going on a vacation, something like that, or meeting up a friend for coffee. The energy is reminding you, Capricorn, trust yourself and pay close attention to your own intuition. This is psychic awareness, dreams, intuition. So don't get distracted by what's out there. Instead, you want to trust yourself. You are also getting some gifts, presents, or it could be, you winning something, or inheritance, or a new opportunity coming your way, a learning opportunity for some of you. It could be new experiences, or it could be something tangible. For some of you, if you are looking for home, this could also mean, moving into a new home, changing homes, relocation is also coming through for some of you. This is where you are decluttering, with both these energies, a little bit dark. And it could be that you are surrounded with a lot of nicer things, but there's a lot, and so here with Page of Pentacles, it feels like you are simplifying. Maybe you are donating, you are giving them away, and you are simplifying. Travel is also coming through, some new experiences. Okay, let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. Spirit, please give us a card for Capricorns. What do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of? All right, Capricorns, your message for this month is personal transformation. Yes, that's exactly what this is. I told you, you are moving into a new cycle. and you are changing things up. You are initiating these changes, because you know what's going on and you don't want to be in the loop and come across create the same experiences. So you are breaking out of it. This is a breakthrough moment, and this is the month where you are taking some practical steps. What is it that you want? What is it that you want to experience? This is where you are creating some changes, and you are letting go of people, places, things, goals, habits, patterns that are not good for you anymore, because you are moving into a new cycle, creating new experiences, new beginnings, amazing new beginnings. So transformation, beautiful. And number 35 is number 8. That's what we have here, 8 of Cups. Number 8 also has to do with abundance. Okay, let me read this out to you. All right. Your soul is assisting you with creating changes to align you with your life's purpose. Wow. Changes. These are positive changes, and this is helping you move in the right direction. Ganesha is pointing to the heavens and encouraging you to be open to new ideas and the growth of your spirit. Listen to the still small voice within. You may have been feeling a strong desire to obtain or experience again a sense of meaning, inspiration, or purpose in your life. This is likely a time in which you are making some significant adjustments in your life. These adjustments are helping you in the process of changing yourself from the old you to the new you, and you will soon benefit from a fresh perspective on life. You are in a great place now for honoring the person who you truly are and want to be, rather than simply following a routine that has little meaning to you. This is a profound spiritual journey that you are experiencing, which brings greater meaning and purpose into your life. This will renew your inner energy. Eliminate everything in your life that is not essential to your transformation. Realize that some of your activities may be in place simply to act as buffers or distractions from what's truly important. Allow the changes that are taking place and trust that a period of greater calm and stability will follow. Ganesha is calling you to your destiny. Your calls for guidance haven't gone unnoticed, and you will ultimately find what you are yearning for. Oh my goodness, Capricorns, that message totally goes with, it wraps things up, everything that we were talking about. So that's beautiful. See, positive changes, and you are staying open. So that's important. You are staying open and receptive, and you are willing to learn and do what you need to do. This is a card of leadership. So whatever it is that you want to do, it could be something to do with a goal, whatever it is that you want to achieve and accomplish. For some, it could also be deep, something to do with your life in general, meaning if you are going through something emotionally, then this could mean consulting the right people and going for a third party perspective, and collaborating with others in order to find healthy resolutions. So whatever it is that you need to do, you are doing it. You are taking the necessary steps. And because of that, yes, certain things may come up, because of course that transition, you are in a transition period now. Transition period is not that, being in that gap is not easy thing. Things come up, new challenges comes up, but this is you bravely facing them, and you are letting go of distractions, and moving away from things that are not helpful for you, and you are creating a new path for yourself, and you are following your own inner guide. You are following your own inspiration. You are trusting yourself. This has to do with trust, faith, and this is the mountain, and you are above the mountain. So that means the challenges are, it's for you, it's just a molehill, so you are flying over. So this is you taking a leap of faith. Amazing. Very powerful energy. Well, this is a monthly reading, and this has to do with transformation, and transformation is not easy, but something that you are coming across now is transforming, is changing now. Okay, so keep the faith and keep going. You will know what to do. All right, Capricorns, this is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Please take good care of yourself, and I will see you in the next reading. Remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. And if this video helped, please remember to support the channel by liking the video, subscribing, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. That would be wonderful. Thank you so much again. Please take care, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye-bye.